Hello everybody from Plant Reviews. Today is the 11th of August and I bought a couple of days ago this beautiful Shasta Daisy, the Leucanthemum Cloud Cumulus. It's a cultivar of Shasta Daisy. And actually I bought it quite cheap. It was from a garden center here in the UK, and Leucanthemum Cloud Cumulus is a variety of Shasta Daisy, and actually I bought it for about a third of the asking price. It was on sale, so I paid about well, less than one third of the original price. I'm not sure why the plant is still covered in bloom. Probably they put it on sale on clearance because some of the blooms were actually damaged. I suppose the pot dropped somewhere, or some of the blooms were broken by high winds. I'm not too sure. Anyway, I found it a really beautiful plant, and for less than £3 basically I decided to bring it at home. I love daisies because really they are some of the most popular flowers in spring and late spring and summer here in the UK, and also they are very popular in Italy as well as in many other countries. However, this one caught my eye because unlike most daisies that are single flower, this one's is like double, or actually even more, probably multi-layered flower, you can see. And I like a lot of this ruffled flower. However, still there are it shows the typical disc of the daisies that, as you know, are flowers that are made of several true flowers. The flowers at the periphery are the floret flowers that have petals, while the one at the center do not. And so they are basically aggregates of flowers. They are groups of flowers in each daisy. There's not just one flower. The species, well, this is actually a hybrid, it's not a species, and it's called Leucanthemum cross superbum, and is a type of Shasta Daisy. Leucanthemum is a genus of flowers of plants in the family Asteraceae. It is one of the largest families in the plant world, rivaled only by orchids for number of species. Nobody's sure who has the most species between the two families. Anyway, they are very huge families, both of them. The plants are this plant, the Shasta Daisy, as that is the common name for this cross, Leucanthemum cross superbum, is a very commonly grown flowering herbaceous perennial plants that has the classic daisy appearance of white petals, the ray in the ray florets around the yellow disc. Most Shasta Daisy are very similar to the typical oxeye daisy, so very simple flowers, as I said, but this one really caught my eye, as I said, because of the unusual flower shape. Actually, the oxeye daisy is one of the parents of this hybrid. The hybrid was created by the American horticulturist Luther Burbank, that crossed several daisy species. Indeed, one of the parents of this plant, well, actually probably grandparents or great-grandparents, so to say, is the oxeye daisy Leucanthemum vulgare, the typical daisy. The oxeye daisy that was crossed with Leucanthemum maximum, the max, also called max chrysanthemum, and then the resulting hybrid was again crossed with another Leucanthemum, Leucanthemum lacustre, the swamp daisy. This gave origin to a triple hybrid that then was again crossed with the Nippon daisy, Nipponanthemum nipponicum, and finally he obtained the Shasta Daisy. The name of the Shasta Daisy is in honor of Mount Shasta, that is a mount in California, and the name is due to the white flowers of the petals that remind of the snow of the Mount Shasta. The Shasta Daisies are some of the most popular garden plants. They come in a variety of sizes. They can grow 50 or 70, 80 centimeters tall. This one, the Cloud Cumulus, is actually pretty small, usually about 40, 50 centimeters in height and width. On the label is written 40 centimeters by 40, but I found some information on internet. It can actually reach about 50 centimeters tall and width as well, so depend by the sources. As I said, I just bought this plant, but I really wanted to show you now that it is in bloom. The plant, the Shasta Daisy, are very profuse bloomers, and this is definitely one of the reasons, because one of the reasons why they are so popular. And also there are many varieties of Shasta Daisies. Most of them are white, but sometimes I've seen them in yellow yellowish colors as well, and with flowers of varying size. This one is about I would say 5-6 centimeters in diameter, but I've seen Shasta Daisy that are 10 centimeters or more in diameter, so across the flower. The first varieties of Shasta Daisy, this one, Cloud Cumulus, is the only one so far I've seen with such ruffled petals. However, possibly there are some others that have this multi-layered flower, so ruffled. The plant is a plant that blooms in summer. Indeed, now we are in August, so full summer, and it is very easy to cultivate in full sun and well-drained soil. These are information I found because I didn't cultivate it yet. I want to put it in a sunny place in my garden. And however, it also very powerful, not only for the beauty of the flower, but also for the ease of cultivation. They really grow well in well-drained soil and full sun. It is important to water them in case of drought, but actually there are some of the plants that can handle better dry weather. Indeed, they're often used in xeriscapes, so landscapes, like landscaping in areas that are not a huge rainfall, so that sometimes experience temporary droughts. The plant is also very hardy. It's hardy down to -10 degrees, so it grows well between USDA zones 7 and 9. However, there are other Shasta Daisies that are a lot hardier, and they are hardy down to USDA zone 4. However, in the UK, most of the UK is between USDA 7, 8 and 9, so this one I would definitely say can be cultivated in the 90% of the United Kingdom. Definitely can be cultivated in Kent, where I live, because we are in USDA zone 8, and honestly, in 6 years I've been living in Kent, I've never experienced temperature of -10 degrees, luckily. The plant is also a great plant for pollinators, so not for the blooms, and this is due to the fact that the family Asteraceae, as long as the flowers are not fully double, so the insects have access to the flowers that are on the disc. They are very rich in pollen. They are really loved by pollinators, especially by bees and bumblebees. So if you are looking for plants to help wildlife, definitely the Shasta Daisies, including Cloud Cumulus, is one of the best options to include in your garden. The plant is a perennial as well, so it will not die after a year, but will come back year after year. And definitely, if you live in the United Kingdom and you want a plant that gives a profuse blooming, you see, from such a small pot I bought this plant that has I think at least 25 or 30 flowers. Definitely go for this plant. There's also new buds coming up, so I'm confident they will bloom for at least another couple of weeks. So it's a really striking plant to get in your garden. As usual, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I almost forgot about the fragrance. The plant is not really sold as a fragrant plant. However, It's the typical fragrance of the Shasta Daisy. Very difficult to describe. Maybe with a hint of chamomile, possibly. It is not obviously a super sweet or super citrusy fragrance, but to my nose is still quite pleasant, probably because it reminds me a bit the daisies that were so common in the country house garden where I was spending the summers when I was a kid, so kind of remind me my childhood. But again, it's not a scent that spreads around that much in the garden, but if you sniff the flower you can definitely detect it. As usual, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you like this video, it would be great if you can please give a thumbs up, and if you like this video and my other videos on my channel, it would be great if you can please subscribe. It is completely free for you, but in this way you notify YouTube that you like my videos and my channel, and therefore YouTube can promote my channel on the YouTube platform. As usual, thank you very much for watching, and last recommendation, when you go in a garden center, check out the clearance bench, because often you find very interesting plants sold for a fraction of the usual price, that often are also in very good conditions, and the following year they will bloom in full splendor. As usual, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.